back to my channel. This is the interior design part of the Marilyn Monroe house build, where I had the exterior in the last very quick video, and this is just going to be how I did the inside of the house. So I didn't do this just from my imagination. I actually used some photos of the house that sold a few years ago, so it's kind of her modern house. From reading about her house was actually super bare, and she didn't really have a lot of her own possessions, so this is kind of how it's been redone now. And I had a lot of trouble trying to get the ovens are, what are they called, integrated ovens, but then I figured out if I just changed the oven then everything fits in fine. I was trying with one style of oven for probably 15 minutes to try and get it to go in right, and it just wasn't working. So I'm looking at a picture while I'm doing this. This is the central island, and then I mess about with a column to go in the middle of it. It's quite, what I wanted to make it was quite a 60s themed house, but obviously the new people that own the house have put their own twist on it, so it's hopefully a mix between old and new, but I think the overall look of it comes off quite dark because there's quite a lot of wood. So hopefully the kitchen feels quite light and sunny, and I tried to put some things in there, but like I said before, she didn't have very many possessions. I think it said that she, in her bedroom when she was found, it almost didn't feel like a superstar's bedroom, or it didn't feel like a superstar's home, because there was just a bed and a chair and a telephone. The one thing that I feel like I'm missing from The Sims 4 is telephones. I don't know, I know that they've got the mobile phone that they can use, so you don't actually need a phone in the house anymore, but as a design feature, I quite liked it. I had the idea that I could have, well, in her plan for her house, she had a telephone room. So, and apparently it was just a desk and a telephone and some books that she could take notes on her phone calls. So I didn't really know what to do in that room. I think I made it into a laundry room in this one, either a laundry room or a music room. It was quite hard to see the plans. If you Google image Marilyn Monroe's house, you can see the plans that I worked from, and I did my best to kind of understand them and fit things in, but I think it makes quite a nice family home. This is the through room, the living room, and it was actually filled with integrated bookshelves, and I found that really hard with the windows that I've used. I think I tried change the windows, then change the bookshelves, then try raise and lower the bookshelves. I actually sometimes have a bit of a problem with raising and lowering objects. You know, you use the it's not the brackets key, I can't remember what they're called when they're more of the rectangular shaped brackets. On my computer for ages, oh no, that's upscaling down, so sorry, it's the 9 and the 0, isn't it, that goes up and down. So when I was doing that for ages, every time I pressed 9, it just took me to the front of the lot, and I think actually on here you see that sometimes I get shoved back to the front of my lot, but I found that if I pressed one of the out buttons, I think, then if I held down the right hand side one, it was either alt or control, and then pressed 9, then it worked out well for me, and I'm on a PC, so maybe that made the difference. So I'm rushing through each of the rooms now. I'm trying to give them quite a clean look, but quite lived in. Lots and lots of books. From what I've read about her, she really liked reading up on, if she was going to have a conversation with somebody like the president or something, she would read up on foreign policies and things that he was working on, so that when she spoke to him, she would have interesting things to say and relevant things to say, and it was all kind of cool. The book that I like the most that I read about her is called The Assassination of Marilyn Monroe, and it's by a guy called somebody Wolf. I can't remember the exact name, I'll put it in the description, but I really enjoyed that book just as an interesting insight into what her life was like as a celebrity in that time. And obviously she was really associated with the Kennedys and with, what's his face, Frank Sinatra. Was it Frank Sinatra? Yeah, Frank Sinatra, and the kind of mafia at that time and all kinds of things. So I put her in my Let's Plays. I put her with a housekeeper, quite a young housekeeper, She had the same housekeeper the whole way through, but nobody really knows whether that housekeeper was sort of a goodie or a baddie, whether she was helping Marilyn or not helping her. The same with Marilyn's psychiatrist. Was he helping Marilyn, or was he enabling her addiction to certain pills and things? So it's quite an interesting story. I really enjoy reading it. Me and my sister read up all about Marilyn Monroe. But I don't have prints and pictures and things. I just have a couple of books to find out about her life. So I gave all of the rooms the same flooring and the same wall colour to try and keep the theme the same, because it was done in a very, like a Spanish villa type style. So, and I wanted it to be more about the decoration. So this is actually the housekeeper's wing of the house. She's got a little kitchen. I copied a few things I think from the kitchen. That's why I've gone back to the kitchen. Oh no, that's it. I forgot to put a fridge in. I forgot to put a fridge in the main kitchen, so I had to run back. So I gave her a little kitchen that she could make coffee and hang out by herself. And then I also attached it straight to Marilyn's clothing closet, and then also the laundry room, because I thought that that's where she would be nearest to. But like I said, one of those in the actual original house plans that was between the bedrooms was just a telephone room with a telephone and the desk on the floor or something like that. So, and apparently Marilyn would call people all through the night at like 2 or 3 in the morning. She would just be calling the Kennedys, or she would be calling other film stars because she couldn't sleep, and she would just need to be talking to people. So I made a little bathroom, not too extravagant because she is the housekeeper, but still nice enough. Lots of lamps, kind of 60s style lamps and decor, nothing too modern looking or flashy. Some nice paintings. This is going to be the closet room, so filling this obviously with as many superstar clothes and shoes as I could find. And I put, because it comes straight off the living room, I put that divider in so the doors have glass in them, so you wouldn't be able to see straight into the closet from the living room if she was entertaining in there. But I heard she didn't really entertain at her house. I think she had the Kennedys, one of the Kennedys around a few times and a couple of actors, but she didn't really entertain in her house that often. So yeah, it's just finishing off the closet, and then I was figuring out which one would have been the main bedroom, and I've tried to make it very bare. So like I said, she didn't have much in there, so I put a couple of shelves, and then I put a bunch of things on the floor. Like, she didn't really have any storage for her stuff, so I just kind of put it on the floor in the corner, like she'd just been in there. So all this, it might look a bit weird, you might not like it, but I thought it was quite in keeping with her style. Maybe it looks like she's just been sitting there reading up some notes about what she's going to talk to the president about the next day. I think I put some boxes and files of stuff she might have been looking at, and some books about politics and things, and some clothes because she just threw them off and went to bed. But I thought it was quite cool the way it looked. Pretty happy with the way that the house has turned out. This house is on the gallery now for you to download, so I'll put that in the description bar below. But I went with some more interesting tiles in this room. I thought I'd make it a little bit fancy-dancy. And then a chair in there, because as if she couldn't be bothered getting any proper furniture, she just dragged a chair in to put her books and stuff on, like she'd been reading in the bath. Actually, I read as well that every time she had a bath, she would pour a bottle of Chanel No. 5 into the bath and just let it sink into her skin so that she always smelled amazing. I just think that is so fabulous. So I really like that. So this was annoying. I tried to scale it up and scale it down, so kind of the tray is a little bit hidden in the wood, but hopefully that can be slightly ignored and it won't make that much of a difference. So just figuring out what these rooms are going to be. If you were playing this could absolutely be a third bedroom into the house. But I decided to make it a bit of a socializing music room. I did a bar area right in the beginning that led into the pool area, so I thought this could be more of a music style room. Obviously a white grand piano. I'm pretty sure she owned a white grand piano. and then some famous pop star has it now. I feel like maybe I've seen that on Cribs or something like that back in the day. And then this final last tiny room, I thought I would make a laundry room because it's between the 2 bedrooms of the housekeeper and the main bedroom. So I thought this was where she would keep all the laundry and make sure that Marilyn had everything she needed to be a fantastic superstar. So just added anything laundry-ish, but again, still trying to keep the overall look kind of bare, as if she lives there, but not really. She also goes off and does loads of other stuff. So thank you for watching. If you did watch, I really appreciate it. Here are the screenshots. I will hope you come back. I'm hopefully going to do a Let's Play series soon, and I will speak to you in the next video. Bye!